Language is an integral part to any culture's identity. Not only it is the primary mode through which people think and communicate, it is littered with cultural and social associations that are deeply rooted in a specific historical context. Idioms and proverbs, in particular, provide enormous insight into a country's cultures and values.
Is anyone surprised that many Italian phrases involve cooking or food? Read through next slides for quickly Italian phrases that have secondary meanings other than the direct translation into English. The first phrase is in bocca lupo. The literal translation is into the mouth of the wolf, but this phrase means good luck and originated in the theater to which a performer good luck on stage, so it is more similar to the English phrase break a leg. The other phrase is Tutto brodo, and the literal translation is everything makes broth. The meaning is every little bite helps. And you could use the phrase after receiving a discount or financial help, as it insinuates that adding extra ingredient to a soup will make it more flavorful. Another phrase is Dalle stelle alle stalle, and the literal translation is from the stars to the stable. This phrase means going from a good place to a bad place, and it is more often refers to going from a comfortable and wealthy place to a poor and miserable one. It is the opposite of the English phrase from rags to riches. Another example is fare la gatta morta, and the literal translation is to act like a dead cat. This is a pejorative phrase more often used to describe a woman who plays dumb or acts like with hidden intentions. It connotates that the woman is lying teasing, pretending to be innocent but acting like in a seductive way. Another phrase is fa un freddo cane. The literal translation is in English, it makes a dog cold. And this idiom means it is extremely cold. Although dogs live comfortable lives today, they were most often used for protection and kept outside as guard dogs to protect the property. Another phrase is prendere in giro. The literal translation is to take in a round, and the meaning is similar to the English translation to take someone for a ride. But this phrase means to tease someone or pull their leg, and it is used often in conversation. Another example is avere le mani in pasta, and the literal translation is to have your hands in dough. But this means to be involved with something or have a finger in the pie, and it is often used in reference to a negative situation, such as being involved in a shady dealings. Another phrase or example is vai a quel paese, and the literal translation is go to that country. But this phrase is used most often when someone is angry or agitated. It is often accompanied with hand gestures that have quite bad connotations. Another example is buono come il pane, and the literal translation is as good as bread. And this saying is used to refer to a person who has a good nature and a good heart. Another phrase is pesce in faccia, and this saying in the literal translation is to have a fish in your face, but the meaning is to mistreat someone as if slapping them with a dead fish in their face or to thrash. Another phrase is qualcosa bolle in pentola, and the literal translation is something boils in the pot. And this idiom refers to something that it is brewing and is often used as a question like what's cooking to also mean what's going on. Another phrase is un pezzo grosso, and the literal translation is a big piece, but the meaning is like an important person or a big shot. Another phrase or example is una persona in gamba, and the literal translation is a person on their feet. But this phrase refers to a person that has their affairs in order, is intelligent and ambitious, and is driven by values either at work or in his or her life. Another phrase is buonanotte al secchio, and the literal translation is good night to the pill, but this idiom means to be done with it, and that's that. And this often implies that a person doesn't understand what you are trying to explain, and that it's easier to leave it be. Another phrase is piove sul bagnato, and the literal translation is it rains on the wet. But the meaning is when a situation goes from bad to worse. The expression is similar to the English idiom when it rains, it pours.
I am falling, love is calling, why be shy?